As I talked with Glenn, Brad, and others, the story of a specific meeting with Hallmark was discussed. The fact that Taylor has always been about building an organization and not an exit strategy to sell the company and make some money comes through loud and clear.
We had a good relationship with Hallmark, and I had put that together, and we did some work with corporate down there, and we had, well, Glenn had first actually put catalogs in Hallmark shops, which none of our competitors, they thought that was terrible. But we developed a relationship. We did a special catalog for Hallmark. Ended up meeting the CEO, who was the president, was the son of the founder, and they asked us. I don't know. They wanted to meet, and they wanted to meet Glenn. And so Glenn and I flew down. We just thought this was just going to be, another, I guess, sales call. Why not? Hallmark stores are doing a lot of business with us. We were looking at maybe doing some foil stamping for them in their peak periods, that type of thing. And we got down there, and we're in a meeting with the son and the non-family executive that I knew, and basically they told us they wanted to buy Taylor Corporation, and wow, I remember that trip back, and it was like, well, why would, Glenn, this is always, Glenn always surprised you a little bit. Why would we want to do that? It wasn't like, I'm not going to do that, but why would we do that? And I remember the discussion was, well, it would only be for money. It would only be for money. And what would that say to our thing of opportunity and security for employees? It'd be for us. And it was like, this doesn't make sense. And we'd be turning it over to, who knows what they would have did with our companies. I'm sure they did consolidation a lot faster than we would have, because they did the same things we did. I mean, it's like, why would we build a bigger plant if we got a plant with extra capacity that can take off some of the work until they grow the business where they can justify it?
Hallmark's a great company. And I've been after them from the very beginning. When I worked for Mr. Carlson, they were opening up stores, and I got a deal with them to put our books in their stores, and it really helped us. So because of that, I had the opportunity to go down and meet with Mr. Hall and their top executives and stuff like that. But as in all cases, sooner or later, they wonder why they're buying from us and why they're not doing it themselves. So they made an inquiry as to purchase this. But I would say American Greeting Cards did the same thing. But they invited me. I visited their plant. They offered me a job to work for them to start a wedding and stuff like this here. So I've had opportunities to go with the big card companies and stuff like this here. And then Hallmark made the decisions when we said we weren't going to sell to them. They made their own wedding book and stuff like that. I can remember them doing that and sending it out there. I can remember I'm meeting with all of our employees. I said, you make sure on every Hallmark account, we give them next day service. I don't care what, we give them next day service no matter what. They will never be able to give next day service. So their dealers will always complain that you're not as good as Carlson Craft. And it only took us 2 years. And they gave up, and then they were back to working with us. And it's turned into a really interesting account, because we do a lot of business with them today. And they're wonderful people to do business with. And so it's grown into something really big, but it goes with one of our first accounts that's going into a multi-million-dollar account.
In the end, we partnered with them, and we created Wedding for them. And I think that was another piece of what I loved, is going out to partners and customers and helping them create a line of their own.
Again, just one of those things that it's not what we're about. That's why I think Glenn's still there at the company today, and enjoys going to work every day. People ask me, and I go, I don't know this, but I would guess he'd be happy if he died behind his desk, because that's what he enjoys doing. I mean, not that he doesn't enjoy family and Becky and that I'm just saying that's important. And while I'm still not at Taylor, it's what I enjoy doing, and I'm enjoying working with my sons. And I probably never get good enough at golf anyway, so it really wouldn't matter. But it keeps you, I think it keeps you young. I think it keeps you attached. I'd say the first few years I was retired, it was like, you can lose track pretty quick of what's going on. And it's, I think it's good to stay active.